Hello and welcome to this particular edition of The Big Q. My name is Assam Kalisa, and today we chose to talk about something that is usually not brought out regarding investment and actually opportunities at hand where people can actually go find money. I choose to call it a cash cow, but many of the people in our investment sector have not yet discovered it. Yet it's actually, according to the experts, one of the most effective ways of investment and actually getting the returns. That is none other than the capital market. Only a few people in this country have got to understand the whole essence of capital market investment, and this is a particular matter of concern in this particular Big Q edition. And we are joined by Darius Mukiza. He's the investment services manager at BK Capital. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you for inviting.
All right. I just started by talking about it. It is a cash cow that hasn't been discovered by a lot of people in Rwanda yet. Actually, experts, people are familiar with it, including you, say that it is one of the most effective investment opportunities that people haven't known much things about. If we are to start with the background of it and actually what everyone can ask themselves, what is capital investment?
Yeah, thanks, Sam. Maybe I can start by defining what a capital market is. So a capital market is a platform where entrepreneurs become big people, where ideas become investments. So it's a platform where saving and investment takes place, where we have people who are supplying and people who are demanding, people who have capital and people who need it. They meet and the exchange takes place. So it's a market like any other where people, especially people who want capital to grow their business, to do several ventures, put their requests, and people who have this capital, who have the money, come and take up or buy these offers at the market. So it's a market like any other. It's just a platform. Mm-hmm. So the question you asked me, what are the capital market investments? So the investments take different form. Capital is a broad word. It's a broad word. It depends on what someone needs. What does someone who has an idea needs? Mm. So what you need is what defines the investment. What someone needs, like what you need, mm-hmm. is what I'll bring. So that platform, the market provides that platform. So what you need is you define what you need. Normally we are used to two forms of investment in the capital markets, where we have like a stock market and a bond market. So these are the two major ones that people are used to. But we have other forms of market. We have a commodities market. We have forex market. So it depends on what someone who has an idea brings to the market, so that people can buy. So the two forms are the ones which are common, which are because like the stock market, we have people who have startups. We have institutions that have already started up, but they want to grow their ventures. All right. And now they invite in, they put on market part of their share capital, and they put, let's say you start a company. I'm giving you an example of a stock market. Mm. You have a company, and when you list a company, or when you go to RDB to register a company, they ask you, what is the share capital of this company? You say, my company is worth 200 million, and it can be broken down into shares, and they say each share is probably 100,000 or 100 Rwanda francs. Mm. So, and then when you want to add on that capital, now you've done a few things, and your capital, your company's shareholding has grown, or you want to grow it. And now to do some ventures which will require more money, you say, I'm going to sell part of my company, or invite some people who have money to give me money to go and do this other thing that I want to expand to.
All right.
So now when you sell that quantity of your company to you put it out for people to put in money. You're calling shareholders. So that becomes, it's called a stock market. Like you're inviting shareholders to buy a piece or pieces of your company, and they be part of your company.
Before we actually get to this, to a breakdown of what a capital market investment is, you just said it's a market like any other market. Who regulates this market?
Thank you. Yeah, the market is regulated by the Capital Markets Authority. It's a body created by the government of Rwanda that regulates all these activities that take place on the market. So before you come to the market to sell your company, you get authorization from this authority.
All right.
They look at your plans, they look at your numbers, how have you been performing, have you been performing well, how are you going to cater for the investors who are coming in, do you have a governance body in your company, do you publish your numbers very well? So the authority, the Capital Markets Authority, it's their major role to make sure that what comes into your market has been looked at, is good, and it's safe for the people who are coming into. So the Capital Markets Authority is the regulator of this market.
All right, and back to my top actually question, understanding the whole essence of capital markets. It's the Capital Markets Authority that regulates this market like any other, as you just said. And getting to the reality of it, actually, profitability as, let's say, if I'm selling this pen, I take it to the market and you need this pen. I say the price is 200 Rwandan francs. And I know that because I invested maybe 150 to purchase this pen and I'm selling it at 200, the profit is now 50 Rwandan francs. The profitability, how is it regulated, and what determines the level of profitability to someone who have decided to invest in capital market?
Yeah, thanks, Sam. So there are three ways you make profit in the capital markets. Three major ways you make profit. One, the market is driven by demand and supply. Let's say you put your pen on the market, and today the price of the pen changes. Like, because more people want this pen, you increase the price so that you get a higher price. So if you bought it at 100, you are able to sell it at 200. The margin is a profit. That's number one. That is how you make profit. So the shares on the markets always change depending on their demand and supply. If there are more people selling these shares, the price might go down. If there are more people buying these shares, the price goes up. So the price changes make the profit and losses in the market. Just like any other market. If you have more beans, if it is the season for harvest, and there's more beans on the market, the price for the beans go down. If there are few beans and there are people who want beans, the price goes up. So it's just that basic principle. The second way you make money or you make profit in the capital markets, these companies which are listed on the stock exchange, every year they do their financials and say we have made a profit, and that profit is distributed to their shareholders. So if you have a share in the company, when your company makes profit, you make profit. They distribute that profit to the shareholders. The third way is that these shares you have value. Let's say if you have shares in the company, you say, my shares are worth 2 million, and you can take that share certificate or share statement to the bank, and they're able to give you a facility because these are shares that have value, and you can go do other things.
All right.
So this is the third way you can benefit from investing, or when you invest in the capital markets.
All right. I'm so curious to know what guarantee do I have that I will actually benefit from this investment? But before I go there, capital market investment and shares and stock and blah, blah, blah right here in Rwanda, how do we stand today?
Yeah, we have quite a good number of companies listed on the stock exchange. The stock exchange has been around for more than almost 6 or 7 years now. and it has grown from one company to over 7 companies listed on the stock exchange, plus the bond market, which has a huge potential and has grown into a really significant market. We have a big, significant bond market, and we also have some the commodities exchange, which is also coming up, and many other ventures like the SMEs market, which is also people who have small and medium enterprises can also list on the stock exchange. And it has really grown, and it's becoming, if you compare the markets in the region with our market in terms of liquidity, in terms of trades, it is also becoming a significant market. So in brief, the market has really grown. We have a listed number of companies, quite like 7 of them now, plus cross-listed companies, companies which are not listed in Rwanda, but they are allowed to trade in our market.
All right.
So you can see it's a market which is really attractive, that we can also attract some companies which don't operate in Rwanda or which are not registered in Rwanda, but they can trade their shares in Rwanda.
And now going to these companies, yes, companies are there that are officially registered, plus actually those that are outside Rwanda, as you just mentioned. And how far are we in, let's say, attracting people and pulling them to tap into these opportunities? As I just said, it's a cash cow that is just there and milked. And where do we stand in this regard?
Yeah, I think there are so many activities that are geared to sensitizing people about these investment opportunities. We've opened doors like BK Capital. If you go into any BK branch, you can get this information. The capital markets information is across all the websites of partners, and all the brokers. We have over 9 brokers in this country. And you see, this is, and every broker really needs clients. So there is a lot of sensitization that is going on. The companies listed on the exchange really have take a step to have investor calls, investor presentations, trying to capture as many people as possible and to avail this opportunity to everyone. And the Capital Markets Authority has also taken steps to sensitize people in schools, sensitize, put campaigns, and it's slowly by slowly, I think we'll get there.
We'll get there, but actually, are people getting to understand the whole essence of it, that it's an investment opportunity, just like I can invest maybe in, let's say, selling minerals or any other thing or any other kind of trade. Are people getting to know the essence of it, mostly locals?
Yes. If you look at the composition of the investors in the stock market, I think locals compose around 40% of the people we have in different products. And like the bond market, if you look at the structure, the way BNR distributes the bonds or gives priority to the investors, they first consider the locals or the local companies or the local individuals, the ones who are given priority number 1, and before they go a step further to give these opportunities to the people who are outside the country. And if you see the subscriptions, most of the bonds, insurances are oversubscribed, and this shows how people are now coming up to take up these opportunities. The people, it's amazing to see every offer is oversubscribed, every IPO is oversubscribed. People have really taken up this very seriously, but there is still room for more products on the stock exchange, for more companies to list, for SMEs to. Rwanda is a growing country, so a growing country comes with opportunities.
All right.
The opportunities for people to invest, and opportunities for people to invest need capital. So as people discover these opportunities to invest, they come to the stock exchange, they get the capital they need, and they go and do their things. So as you see a country growing in terms of investment, these opportunities also attract also people.
All right.
So you can see the numbers versus the people subscribing is growing on every subscription or every issuance that happens on the stock exchange.
And we're absolutely on the right way. But in terms of investment, I guess what everyone could ask themselves is how much do I own this investment? In terms of ownership, how does it stand?
Yeah, so every company that lists on the stock exchange, every product on the stock exchange has different prices, just like any product in any market.
All right.
So how you stand depends on really your target, and the products are really affordable to everyone. Like when you want to buy a share, the minimum number of shares someone can buy is 100 shares in any company that is listed or in a bond. You need just 100,000 to buy a bond. So if you that depends on the people's plans and people's needs and what they really want to, and the targets, what you want to achieve. But the prices are affordable for these products, and any person, as long as you are above 16 years old, you can invest in the stock exchange, and the products are affordable for everyone.
I want to get to this. Give us a reason, a tangible one. Why invest in capital market?
Yes. So the environment we are operating in is very conducive. The products which are listed on the stock exchange are making money. They are profitable. So you get profit when you invest in the stock exchange. Secondly, it's the best way to let your money go to work for you. Like when you invest in a bond, you go to sleep and you get your interest at the end of the 6 months or 1 year. It is guaranteed. You see, when a bond is issued and they say they're going to pay you 10%, you go to sleep, your 10% will come. You don't need to work for that. So the services...
In other words, you're saying you are guaranteed of the profits?
Yes.
When
some of the products on the stock exchange, on the capital markets, you're guaranteed of this profit. If the government issues a bond and says we're going to pay you 13%, it's not going to change in the middle of it. So you're sure you're going to get the 13% in this. If it's a 20-year bond, you know, in the 20-year bond, in this amount I put, I'll go and sleep and get my 20%. So your money really goes to work for you. You can go and do other things, and you expect your income on this regular basis.
All right.
And the environment we're working on, like I was saying, is very conducive. Rwanda is the safest place to do business. So these companies you're investing in, you're trusting, they are working in a safe environment, and you can see their plans. Most of the time, when you buy a company, or when these companies are listed on the exchange, you can see they normally publish their financials. They show you the plans they are going to do. They show you 5 years plan, 6 years plan, 10 years plan. So there's continuity in the activities that are happening. Thirdly, when you invest, you have an asset. You know, you can plan for your future through the stock market. You can buy these products like bonds. We have unit trust funds. You can save for your retirement in these funds. You can, and you can see the profits they are giving, plus if you compare with the depreciation of your Rwanda francs, you can save for your retirement comfortably, and this is the best way to save for retirement. And this, like I told you, these products, when you buy them, you can also get opportunities to get other services in other institutions like banks, because you have like your bond certificate, you have your unit trust certificate, you can get a loan and go and do other things. So this also helps you to build security to do other things.
All right.
So it's an opportunity that is really helps someone. Someone can transform from here to there by saving or investing through the stock exchange. Thirdly, if you have an idea, there's no way your idea is going to turn into entrepreneurship if you don't meet investors, if you don't meet people who are interested in your idea. So when you bring your idea to the capital market, you're able to attract investors, and you can turn an idea into an entrepreneurship, and entrepreneurship into a huge thing, because the capital markets is that platform.
All right.
So everyone, whatever you're doing, there is a chance for you in these markets.
All right, and as we proceed, I would like to know, actually take this out of the context of just personal gain and profitability, and take it into the whole context of the country's economy. How does the growth of this stock exchange and capital market platform or portfolio contribute directly to the development of the country's economy?
Yeah, first of all, it is the best way for a country to grow its infrastructure. Let's say when the government wants to construct a road, instead of going to borrow from outside, they borrow from the people. That's why they issue bonds. And that is the best part, because the government is able to borrow internally, cheaply, without these other conditions of the external markets, and is able to grow. Because if they borrow from the public, get the money to do the road, the hospital, or whatever, that's the best way. That is the number one source of growth as a country. So every person, the people in the country, take part in the development of their country. So that is number one. Number two, when people are making profit, their lives are changing. If the citizens are saving for their retirement, that means that you're reducing dependency on the government. So people are making money, they are saving, they are growing their ideas. Ideas are turning from ideas into investment opportunities. So there is growth, the economy grows. And when I have an idea, I'm just giving you an example. I come to the market, you become an investor, I do my business, the business grows, employs people, I pay taxes, you see? This is revenue streams to the government. I am making money, the government is making money, I am employing people, we are all happy. So this is a new platform, but you as an investor, you don't have this time to come and do these businesses. You're getting, I am the one with an idea, I am the one to run the business. You as an investor, you're getting the dividend at the end of the year. We are all good. So it's a platform that can enables all these mechanisms to work. So, and the country benefits into these companies which are listed are making profits. The government is getting taxes. There are more companies listed. There are more revenue and more ideas, and so all areas of the country benefit when the stock market is growing. You are able to raise money to build these roads, to hospitals, schools, whatever infrastructure the government needs to do. If people take part in the stock market, in the capital markets and the stock market, the government is able to raise money without going to get expensive loans from outside.
All right.
No expensive loans from outside come with other conditions.
Yeah, they surely come with other conditions that no one would ever wish for their country. Yeah. And after hearing this in a broad sense, and actually what it means not only for the personal growth, not only for the future, as you said, it's a good way or a good platform for saving for one's retirement. I want to bring it back to a personal basis. Are there any risks involved? I do not believe there is any business that has no risks of losses and all that. Are there losses involved or risks involved when it comes to capital market investment? Yeah.
So there are risks in any business venture. There are risks in every investment. But the risks vary depending on which product you buy on the stock exchange. If you, there are products on the stock on the capital markets, in the capital markets, which have minimal risks. So the risks are not on the flat line that there are risks in the capital markets. No, it depends on which product you buy. There are products which have minimal risks. There are products which have higher risks. So the risks vary.
For example?
For example, if you buy a bond, the risks are minimal. The risks are, they are what we, okay. The risks are general risks, like if you buy a bond, it suffers, maybe there is an interest rate risk, You get, maybe there's war, or those other risks, those risks which really affect generally, whether you're in the country or not, or doing any other business, it will affect you. So those risks are there. But they are minimal. If the government issues you a bond and says it's going to pay you 10%, you're sure the government is not going to default.
Right.
You're sure of your 10%. If you buy unit trust, the risks are also minimal because your investment is being catered for by expertise. You have visibility of what's happening. They are reporting to you every day what's happening. And if there is any risk, you also know. This is a risk which cannot be avoidable. And there are other risks like price risks, where maybe you buy a share at 100, and because of unavoidable circumstances or because of the poor performance, whatever the company is doing, your share price drops. Such risks are there. But the risks don't just happen like in the stock market, because we have regulators who are your first eye, even you as an investor. The Capital Markets Authority makes sure these companies publish their results, makes sure they are audited results, makes sure these results are public. It's not that, and when the public, something is going out public, it carries the name of the company. So companies which are listed on the stock exchange make sure whatever activity they are going to do is published. There's no surprises. So that is how risks are really minimized in the stock exchange. And other factors which really affect the stock exchange will affect all other sectors. Let's say, if like I was told you, what is happening in the inflation, that cuts across all sectors.
All right.
Whether you're selling shoes in Nyamirambo, or you are investing in a stock exchange, when there is inflation, the company you invested in is the company which is operating in these areas that you live in, and is affected by these changes that are happening globally. So those ones are there, but they are minimized in the stock exchange because the stock exchange is guarded, at least like in our Rwandan stock exchange, in our Rwandan market. There are other risks which we don't have, because most of the activities that happen on the stock exchange are electronic. You don't. There are other risks which other markets face. Let's say you buy a bond, they give you a physical certificate. You lose it, you lose your money. Here, right. It's different.
It's electronic.
It's electronic. Our market is dematerialized. There are no surprise of paper stuff. Everything is really catered for. Money moves electronically. You know, those risks we've moved from them. Like,
at least we're far away from.
We are far away from some of the risks, and that is why you see we are attracting many investment opportunities. People find it safe to invest here. People find it safe to do their business because some of these risks we have moved from them, and it's a really beautiful platform for people to invest in. No one has faced or will face some of the risks that other people face in different markets.
All right.
So, yeah.
All right. And as we get to the conclusion, I would like to know way forward as we move forward in this particular sector. What's your call on everyone? Let's say even if I have 1 million and I wish to invest it, or I have 500 million or 1 billion, any kind of money that I have way forward into investing in capital markets in Rwanda, what's your take on this, and what's your urge on the people to the people as we move forward?
Yeah, I would, first of all, I would encourage people to visit us. Our doors are open, like at Bika Capital. We have advisory departments, we have a stock brokerage department, we have investment department. So you visit people, ask questions. Information is the key in this market. So there's no, I don't know why people don't ask questions, people don't want to know. So please, I would encourage everyone to visit these professionals, these companies which have opened their doors. Just enter there, ask what can I do with this million I have? What are the opportunities in the market? And this information, people won't charge you to know this information. Number two, these opportunities are there. Just look at what you want to achieve. Ask these guys, how can I achieve this? You know, and there is always, you will always go home with an answer. You'll always go on another and follow on. Say, we said this, how are we? There's no reason why you shouldn't save for retirement when there's a unit trust fund.
All right.
DQ Capital has opened there's a unit trust fund. Save for retirement, watch your retirement savings grow. There's no reason why you shouldn't start investing when you have at least 100,000. This is like, you can buy a bond at 100,000, you can buy a unit trust at 100,000. There's no way why you can't form a group and save and buy at least minimum shares in a company like BK, in a company, whatever company is listed on the stock exchange. There's no reason why you shouldn't, no one is going to stop you. Every Rwandan who is above 16 years old, who has an ID, can start saving.
All right.
Can bring their ideas to the stock exchange. You know, we have young entrepreneurs who just sit in an idea, they're just seated in an idea, bring the idea to the stock exchange, bring the ideas to the advisory team.
Maybe there are people that can finance your idea.
There are people that can finance the idea. There are people that will look for investors. So you do something, you know, do something with whatever you have, and you'll be amazed.
All right.
At least you'll have an experience, a wonderful experience, when you take a step to come to the stock exchange, to come to the capital markets, to come to BK Capital, and you won't go the same way you came in.
All right. Yeah. Did I just start by saying that the capital markets in this country, it's like a cash cow that is actually left there and milked, and a lot of opportunities are there for everyone to actually tap in and make opportunities. You just heard it, that with the safe environment in our country, with the security and all that, at least investment opportunities and returns are guaranteed. So why not? I said, why not invest? Why not take a step? And even if you have 100,000 Rwandan francs, why not take a step and invest it? So, Mr. Darius, thank you very much for your time on the BQ on Rwanda Television.
Thank you for inviting me. It's a pleasure to be here.
All right. And of course, this marks the end of our edition and episode of the BQ. My name is Sam Kalisa. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back with a lot more.